Hey you guys, Erin and Max here and welcome back to EatMoveRest. So I just surveyed my Instagram audience to see what kind of video we should make to celebrate my birthday and Max's birthday since we both shared December birthdays. I asked between a vegan birthday cake recipe or a birthday self-care evening routine video, and it was almost neck and neck 50-50, so I figured I'd do a mashup. So I figured it'd be fun to take you guys along with me for my birthday. We're gonna make recipes. I'm gonna show you my favorite workouts that I did this morning in the garage so you can maybe try that out. You can even double it up, make it twice as long so you can get a full-blown workout out of it. And then just a little heart-to-heart rest, relaxation, kind of like the things I've been thinking about that have been on my mind lately as far as like mindfulness and meditation and what I think about it right before bedtime or first thing in the morning to kind of get me in the right state of mind for the rest of the day. The holidays can be hectic and crazy, but we do need to find time for that rest. So come along with me and let's eat, move, rest birthday style. We're gonna be making a vegan vanilla mug cake with some birthday cake nice cream. The ingredients you will need for the birthday mug cake are 4 tablespoons of all-purpose white flour. We're gonna use 2 tablespoons of coconut sugar, 4 tablespoons of plant milk. I've got unsweetened almond milk here. 1 tablespoon of mashed banana. You can also use applesauce. This is gonna replace any need for oil. 1 teaspoon of Sun Warrior vanilla plant protein, and a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. You can always add sprinkles as well if you want to make your recipe extra birthday cakey. I recommend looking on Amazon for sprinkles that don't contain any artificial colors or dyes. We're going to take all of our cake ingredients, put them into a mixing bowl, whisk until well combined, add them to our mug, and then we're going to pop it into the oven for 10 to 12 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. For the birthday cake nice cream portion of the recipe, it's very straightforward and simple. You're only gonna need 4 to 5 frozen ripe freckled bananas, a splash of plant milk. If you want it to be less creamy, you can use something like almond milk. If you want it to be more rich, then you can use coconut cream. Finally, we're gonna add a 1/2 scoop of vanilla Sun Warrior plant protein. It's USDA organic, totally raw, totally clean. You guys know we love Sun Warrior, all their products. Speaking of Sun Warrior, we have a giveaway that's going live on Instagram right now as we speak. You guys are the first to get in on it, so head over to @ErinStanzik and @DBStanzik. For my birthday, I am gifting all of you with the chance to win not just one Sun Warrior product, but an entire build and repair bundle. So this includes all of me and Dusty's favorite products. If you guys just can't wait to find out who wins the giveaway, definitely use our discount code. You can get 30% off of bundles, but it includes a collagen protein, a Warrior Blend protein, liquid magnesium, omega-3s, and even a liquid light that you can add to your sports drinks. And an extra special bonus that we're adding to the giveaway is one of our brand new copies of our recipe ebook. It's got 70 plus gluten-free vegan recipes. A lot of them incorporate Sun Warrior in the smoothie blends, so you guys are gonna really love it. Hope you guys check it out and enter the giveaway. Happy birthday from me to you. Okay, you guys, let's go work this off. We're gonna get sweaty and then we're gonna relax. One more bite. All right, you guys, it is time to get sweaty. I'm gonna take you through a quick 10-minute workout. Feel free to repeat this on your own, make it 20 minutes. You could even go for 30 or go for a run afterwards or just do 10 minutes. But these are the types of workouts that I like to do in our garage gym almost every day. And I use a lot of just like body weight. I do use some light dumbbells as well as resistance bands. I'm gonna save those for another video. So let's get right into it. The first move we're gonna do is we're gonna be on the floor in a plank position. Here we go. So I do a 3-minute plank almost every single day. It's almost impossible. It is an amazing challenge. Here we go. We're just gonna do 1 minute. And the first thing you wanna do is make sure that your hips are tucked and you don't wanna be too high with your back. You don't wanna be swaying too much. Just one nice parallel line with the floor. And then I'll do some shoulder taps sometimes. Pretend like you've got a glass of wine on your back. Try and stay really stable. You can also do some high knees here. I also like to take it across, opposite elbows, getting in a little oblique action. You can take it out to the outers. Keep that core nice and tight. Or you can just hold it and do little hip tucks. These tiny moves seem to be the most challenging. Here we go. Good job. Next up, I love doing burpees because it's a great cardio burst to do in between some of your resistance training moves. So we're just gonna come down, jump as high as you can. So when you come down, you're basically in a plank. Try your best to keep that core sucked in, flexed, and tight. I know it's most people's weak points, it's mine. So whenever I tell you, it's because I'm also reminding myself. Here's a side view. You should be breathing now. All right, 10 seconds to go. Nice job. Next up is jump squats. So we're gonna come down into a squat. Again, tailbone is tucked. Here we go. So we're gonna jump in and out. So this is one for your quads, and if you do use a resistance band, this is a great time to put it around your quads right here. Get a little extra burn. Something else you can do is add in a jump lunge. Change it up a little bit. These are really challenging. Here's a side view of this one. Again, keep that core as tight as you can. Whew. Alrighty. Next up, we're gonna come back to the mat on our stomach. We're gonna do a Superman. So, arms out, feet out, lift as high as you can. So, when we talk about working our abs or our midsection, we focus a lot on the front, but there's a lot going on in the back here as well. So, sometimes I just like to pull down like this, squeezing between the shoulder blades. Working that upper midsection in the back. You can do straight arms. This would be a really great one if you were gonna get in shape as a surfer. We can do some flutters here. You can just lift and pulse up, focusing on upward motion. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna stay on the mat, flip it, and we're gonna do some leg lifts. All right, here we go. Legs are straight. If you need a little support, put your hands under your booty. Try and keep those legs straight. If you still need a modification, you can bend your knees and just tap your toes to the floor. Sometimes I'll challenge myself and wear ankle weights while I do these. Keep those toes pointed. Check in, make sure that core is as tight as it can be. You can alternate legs. Here we go. We're close. 5 seconds. Great job. All right. We're gonna stay on the mat again and we're gonna do tricep push-ups. So flipping it over, we're gonna be, you can either come up to a full plank or down to your knees and do modified. I'm gonna modify here. So with a plank push-up, or sorry, a tricep push-up, those elbows will be grazing the rib cage. Tighten that core. If your knees are a little sensitive, you might need a towel for this one. If you really want to challenge yourself, you can go down kind of slow and then explode up. Ten seconds, you guys. Let's get in one more good one. And that's about all I got with that. Whew, those are tough. We're gonna come up and we're gonna turn those, angle those toes outward. Come nice and low here. We're gonna do a plie. Hands can go out to the side. Core is still tight. Tailbone is still tucked. Sink just a little lower. We're gonna lift that right heel. Are you guys feeling this one? It sneaks up on you and then it's like, I don't know if I can last. Let's switch to the left heel. These are amazing for the inner thigh, which can be difficult to work without having weights or machines, but this is one way to do it. All right, are you ready for it? Let's lift both heels and just hold. Sink a little bit lower. Whenever balance comes into play, it's going to help you strengthen even more quickly. Great job. All right, so another cardio burst I like to do is high knees. So we're just going to make sure that your knees are coming up so that you're forming a 90-degree angle almost here. Do your best. If you need to go low impact, you could simply go like this. Pumping those arms will help you remember to bring those knees up nice and high. And I'm kind of leaning backwards. You don't want to do that. You also don't want to lean forward. So nice and tall here. Long spine. Knees are up. Bringing them as close to the chest as you can. You can go side to side. Add in those hands. Do some mountain climbers. Here we go. Whew. Feeling it. Alrighty, so now we're back on our backs. Single leg glute bridges. All right, so you're gonna bring one leg up, making sure it's parallel. Both quads are in alignment with each other. You're on the heel of that foot that's on the ground, focusing on that upward thrusting motion. You should start to feel it in the quad. or sorry, not the quad, your glute. Well, you'll probably feel it in both, honestly. All right, we'll switch sides. Raise that other leg. Keep thrusting up. I'm feeling it, for sure. All right, you can also just do this in small pulses up. Again, focusing on the upward motion. Great job. All right, so this last move is a wall sit. I'm gonna do it right here without a wall. You're just gonna be in the squat position. If you have a wall, you'll want your entire spine to be along the wall. If you don't have a wall, you can pulse it like this. It'll be kind of a challenge. We're working those quads again. This is our biggest muscle group. So when we're working them, it means we're gonna get the most bang for our buck in the calorie burning department. So if you had dumbbells, you could kind of pulse, do something like this. You could do presses. Again, you could be wearing the resistance band if you wanted to. So yeah, doing workouts at home, really simple and straightforward. Most of the time you can get a good sweat and a good tone and sculpt just with your own body weight. We're done. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see more strictly at-home workouts, I'm open to doing that. I would love to start making more. Let me know in the comments below. I'm clearly breathing right now. That was tough. Never underestimate at-home workouts. All right, you guys, so now that I am fresh out of the shower, I thought what would be a fun way to incorporate rest into this video is to kind of take you guys through some of the techniques that I like to utilize. Being that I am a mom of a almost 2-year-old, Max will be 2 in just a few days, I would say that I don't really have an evening routine because every night's a little bit different. Some nights are more relaxing than others, but I'm going to share with you different techniques that I use throughout the week. Not every night, but things that are very, very effective for overall health and healing, accelerating your overall feelings of well-being. All of these techniques, all of these gadgets are backed by science. So first and foremost, one of my favorites is the red light. So we have a Joovv red light therapy device, and essentially it's really great for muscle repair and recovery, tissue regeneration, including collagen production. So not only is it good if you're an athlete for recovery, it's also great for anti-aging, or as I like to call it, aging gracefully. So usually you just sit in front of the red light for 10 minutes in the morning or at night. It's also supposed to help you get better rest and leave you feeling more energized. So I can vouch for the energy, and you know, the skincare side of things definitely is more of a longer term sustained type of result. So far I'm using it with hopes that I will reap the benefits. Like I said, there has been tons of research. This is totally backed by science. NASA uses red light therapy. Tons of sports teams actually use Joovv specifically, so I will link it below for you guys to check out and learn more. Again, I can do a full in-depth video on more of these things in the future because there are just like too many to name, but the red light is definitely one that I love. Another one that we actually just got that might be the most fascinating that I still have yet to do more research on is by a company called Somavedic. So essentially it mitigates EMFs, so 5G and Wi-Fi, even radio waves, all kinds of stuff like that, even mold within your home. So it helps to mitigate all of these harmful toxins within the home. It also structures and harmonizes your water. So the water that we drink that comes out of the tap has been kind of scrambled because there's chlorine, other chemicals, pesticides, all kinds of muck in it that can really alter the structure of the water. So this device actually, if you set your water next to it, it structures the water to make it similar to running water that's flowing in a stream in nature. So when we're drinking structured water, it's actually more bioavailable and more replenishing to our body's cells, which equates to better hydration, which equates to less inflammation, less disease, less illness. So it's, again, really fascinating, a really new cutting edge technology. I'll link that below with some information you can read more on. Of course, I've got an arsenal of essential oils. So one of my favorite things to do is make different rollerball blends. One of my favorites for skincare is frankincense. So I will usually take just some fractionated coconut oil, put it in a rollerball with maybe about 20-25 drops of frankincense. You can roll it on your skin at night and let it marinate. It's really great for fine lines and spots and fantastic for anti-aging, and it smells very soothing. So other ones I love that are more general, that are easy to find, are lavender, peppermint. We make our homemade toothpaste and I use peppermint oil with that. Lavender is great to make a mist to spray on your pillow at night. That can help you to really sleep more soundly. You can also make a roller ball with that, with just fractionated coconut oil, and rub it on the soles of your feet, which really readily absorb these essential oils. So that can help you to get more restful sleep. I also like to diffuse a lot of oils. I love eucalyptus. That's a nice one to even like drop directly in your shower, so it kind of steams up the room with a very refreshing and invigorating scent, especially during like stuffy, dry weather season. It can really help to clear the lungs, which ultimately helps you sleep better. Another thing that I really love is just reading books of the Bible. So these are super cool. It's by Alabaster. By the way, this would make an awesome gift. So they take all of the books of the Bible and make them separate coffee table books, essentially. They have different photography, different imagery to go with all of the different verses, which I think makes it A, more engaging, and B, like I said, you can set this on a coffee table and it makes a beautiful book. So I like to do that to decompress at night. Something else I like to read every other night or so. This is actually a 21-day read, but I've kind of broken it up because I just want it to last longer, I guess, and I want more time for each chapter to absorb. But it's called Mirror Work. So you might be surprised to know that I am very hard on myself as far as not just physical appearance, but just kind of like the thoughts, the negative things that go through my mind. I always beat myself up for just honestly not being as kind to myself as I could be. So this book is extremely, extremely helpful. It's a great thing to read first thing in the morning. You sit in front of your mirror. It gives you lines to recite and meditations and mantras during the day to recite to yourself. It just really helps in the self-love department. First thing in the morning or first thing before bed. It's a great way to start or end your day. So I highly, highly recommend it. It's by Louise Hay. I'll link it below. I would say this has been one of the most important things to me lately, is just practicing self-love. And I'm nowhere near being amazing at it, but I am more cognizant of the things that are going through my mind and kind of working on flipping a lot of that. And especially after our recent accident on our road trip home, I just feel like it's not the time to be guilty or shameful or embarrassed or beating myself up anymore. I've kind of flipped my perspective in that way to really truly believe that, hey, this was a miracle. A lot of good has come from this, that God actually saved us and spared us, and to look at the bright side rather than at the dark side or the what ifs or what could have been. So in that same way, I'm also trying to just really cherish life, to realize how fragile it is and how important it is to show up as our best selves every day for ourselves, and that's not selfish, but it's in fact self-full. And you want to be filling your cup, because all we're doing is pouring. And honestly, it can really get draining to the point where if your cup is completely empty, then you're actually in a deficit when you're trying to help others. So fill your cup, reading scripture, reading self-help, self-love, self-care books. They only help as much as you're willing and able to do the practices within them. I know that's easier said than done, but if you're reading books like this, just make sure you're putting it into daily practice, finding ways to retrain your brain. So I think that's really crucial, really critical when it comes to self-care, when it comes to, like I said, I don't have a perfect evening routine, but what I do try to do is, as much as possible, how can I end my day even if I'm on my phone in bed, or even if, I'm staying up too late replying to DMs, how can I shut that off and still make time, even if it's 5 minutes, to do something that serves just me, that's between me and God, and helping me ultimately to do what I need to do to get to the other side and really feel good about myself and the choices I've made, the thoughts that I've run through my mind. Let's at least make the one at the very end of the day something that can build yourself up, that can help you sleep and rest peacefully and restoratively, so that we're not just, feeding ourselves healthy foods or moving our bodies, but that we're also getting in that restorative time, which comes down to a lot of the mental and emotional stuff. So how can you take that and at the end of the day just sit and be with your thoughts and your feelings, let them run through you and flow out of you, and end the day peacefully. So tonight I'm not going to take you guys through a lengthy meditation, but what I do want you to do is just rest your palms on your lap and just take 3 deep inhales and exhales with your eyes closed, each time inhaling positive, exhaling negative. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to do more Eat, Move, Rest with me or with Dusty type of videos, definitely give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe, join us here at the Eat, Move, Rest fam. Share this with family and friends. Hope you guys enjoyed the recipe and the workout. And let's finish with a few deep breaths. Over and out. Here we go.
We're Dusty, Erin, Max, and Bo, and we're the Stanzics.
We aspire to live a plant-centric, faith-forward, healthy lifestyle and welcome all of the adventures that accompany it. Join us every week as we blend, chop, juice, run, lift, ride, and master our minds in between on the ultimate quest to find better balance, deeper connection, and true happiness within.